This is CFM56-5B, which belongs to Airbus A320, and today we need to replace air starter, which you can find here on the engine. And the reason for replacement is this. If you look at it, very small hedgehog made out of the metallic flakes, and that's no good. So this needs to be replaced. Let's start. Starter itself is a very simple device which transfer movement of the air to the rotation of the engine. So here you have, which you will later see, here you have an impeller inside, and thanks to movement of the air or flow of the air, it will start to spin, which will through the gears inside of the starter start to rotate accessory gearbox. When it reach around 50% of N2 starter valve, which is all the way up there, that one will get command from the EEC to close, which will remove the pressure, which rotate the starter. Starter will lose the power, the moving power, which will disengage the clutch, which is inside, and from that point starter stop and drive shaft will rotate together with the engine. First thing first, we need to drain it. There are possibilities to either do it through the there is a drain port. This is the drain port. You can either remove the drain port, or in my case we have a tooling for that, which you insert instead of chip detector inside, and from that point it will start to flow. And as you can see, the particles are in the oil. If you look in the oil, yeah, it's really bad. So this starter really need to be replaced. It will take some time definitely to get it drained completely, but yeah, it need to be done. Then it is quite straightforward. We need to remove clamp from the duct, which leads the air towards the starter, and as well then the main clamp which holds starter on position, and then we change few O-rings, but to that we'll get a bit later. So this is the drain port. It is on the lowest point of the starter, so the whole oil flows around this drain port, and chip detector is installed inside of it. So you put it like this, it holds on the position, and basically the oil pass around the chip detector, and every magnetic piece which gets out from the internals of the starter will be collected around this place. Once we had inspection like we have today, you pull it out, take a look, you see chips, you have a problem. But yeah.
And what is necessary to say that I was very surprised when I saw this chip detector, because since I'm in aviation, which is more or less 16 years, I never had a finding on the starter. Those things are very, very reliable, and even though if you see like this, it will be still able to run for several weeks, maybe months.
That's why we have those inspections. So oil is drained, and I can start with removal of the starter. So first thing first, clamp. As I said, the one which leads the compressed air, which comes either from the air engine or from the APU, which is here especially for that to start the engines, or from the high pressure connection. So whenever you have APU in, you will use a high pressure ground card which you connect to the airplane, and thanks to that air you will gonna start the engine. Once one engine is started, you can use this engine to start the other one. Again, the clamp with which I need to go all the way. Yep, that's one. So, duct is flexible, so I can move it out, and basically it will not affect, or at least this duct will not gonna affect movement, so I don't need to remove it completely. And yeah, now the main part, which is starter. Huh? Bench. It weighs around 17 kilo, so it is okay. Should be more or less okay for me to hold it. Okay, so clamp out. And now should come out.
Yes, in theory it should come out, but it doesn't. After a few minutes of fighting, I just give up and I choose different approach, which means hammer time. But of course I will use only plastic hammer since I don't want to damage the part, but still, as you can see, it requires a lot of power to get it out. This is normal. The materials are working and they're expanding and they're shrinking, and it just sometimes cease.
Yeah. Looks like it will go. Yeah, it's ours. It's ours. Okay. Wait, that's very good. Perfect. Uh. So starter is out, and actually this is accessory gearbox. Through this, it is connected to the starter. Yeah, there goes the drive shaft, and through that it is driven, or the starter is driving it. Now we need to replace this O-ring over here. Yeah, we can pull this out. This O-ring needs to be replaced, and yeah, as well we need to install new one on the new shaft. But this is how it looks. So here we have our old starter. This is a new starter. Actually we can explain the function over here, and it's quite easy. So once we bring the air towards starter, it starts to rotate and it will drive the engine. And now it's really hard because I'm turning the gears inside. Once it loses the power, and engine will gonna be faster than the starter. Oh, the starter will disengage because it loses supply. The clutch will disengage and it will start to rotate freely. And that's basically the principle, how you can see it over here. I'll try to show you. Maybe you're gonna see. There is the impeller inside, and once I rotate it, I'm gonna rotate it. You see that it's moving. So this is the function of the starter when it is out. And here you have guide wings for the bleeder. And easy. This ring basically holds the seal between the starter and accessory gearbox, and this O-ring need to be replaced, and there is cut in it, and basically I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but there is a cut. and we need to place this O-ring over the edge of the ring, and like that we're gonna install it between the starter and accessory gearbox. So we installed the new O-ring on the shaft. We also need to lubricate the main shaft with the oil. And now we install also the ring and the accessory gearbox, and that will seal this section. These are two guide pins which we need to follow. That's hole for those. One is over here and the other one is over here. So, and that will give us exact position for the starter. I have a new ring and it needs to sit on those three positions: 1, 2, and 3. And of course, for that I need 2 hands. So and this is how it sits on position. And easy. Now we are ready to install the starter. Thanos has it in the hands. We are ready for installation of the starter. The O-ring is there. Everything is checked. There are no debris. So let's install it all. Okay. All right. And we need to engage the drive shaft. Yes. Like this. And now we need to. Yes. That's it. Huh?
That's it?
Yeah, because it was lubricated. That's why the previous one was a bit dry. So. That's it. Like this. So, like this. Put. Not going anywhere. Cool. Now your clamp. Yeah, hit it. Cool. And since starter is on the place, we need to service it. What we need to do is put the bucket underneath, bring it a bit closer. Yes. So. And once again, I'm with the trainee, and I need to, of course, correctly explain how to perform the task. So we have AMM on the side, and we're going through it step by step. Let's make it bigger. So this is filler port, this is overflow, and this is drain port and magnetic. So filler, overflow, magnetic, and the drain. Yeah. So pull, filler, filling port, and overflow. Yeah. Yes. Bayonet style. Good. I have new O-rings for it. So then fill the starter. You need to put a starter hook in the filler port, yeah? Yes, and you just pump, and once there will be correct value, it will start to flow from the overflow. Okay, that's enough. Now we just need to wait until it will flow out. This we can remove already. Yeah. New O-rings, they're on the table. So, lubrication, yeah. And now basically take a rag, clean the ports, and put it back on. Perfect. Yeah. That's all, folks, regarding service. Leak check my side, yeah?
Yep.
Beacon is on. Good. Start.
And since we had the other work on engine, we need to perform dry crank, which will test the starter and it will give us information if there is leak or not. But of course, after that, we'll go out and we'll perform engine run.
Okay, for me, we reach maximum starter power, so engine 2 is good for me. Good.
And we'll jump all the way till the end, where we push the airplane out and we perform engine run to test the full function of the starter.
Engine number 2 clear.
Engine number 2 clear.
Turning 2.
Beacon packs off. Ignition start. Ready?
Ready.
Engine 2 start. Time. Starter valve. And 2. (17) ignition. 22 fuel flow. EGT. (51) cut. Beautiful. (47 seconds start. Engine stable. 5 minutes set. Mode selector normal. 5 minutes. Engine 2 shut down. Fuel flow 0. (20%) beacon off. From my point of view, we are good. No tailpipe fire. So, switching off.
We'll go and open up.
Thank you. Okay, everything shut down and APU off. APU off. And since everything looks good from the cockpit, we'll move to the engine and inspect the starter. Looks good, no?
It's more than good, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, happy.
IDG is good.
IDG is good.
Leave it.
That's all about starter replacement. If you have any questions, please write down in the comments below. As always, I would like to ask you to not use this as a replacement for a maintenance manual, but always use latest documentation released by manufacturer. Big thanks to Austrian Airlines that they let me record all these videos for you. Thank you each and everybody for watching, and especially to members. That's all from my side. My name is Tomáš, this was Aircraft Maintenance with Zeto, and I will see you on next video. Bye.